From the students of Penn State Meteorology, here is your Penn State Campus Weather Service forecast.
Good afternoon, I am Penn State meteorologist Alex Tomoff here with your Friday afternoon forecast. Taking a look across Nittany Valley right now, just a nice dusting of snow, but nothing major in terms of snow accumulations for us, unlike some of our areas east of here, closer to the East Coast. Definitely some bigger issues with the main story right now, the big nor'easter affecting much of New England and the mid-Atlantic right now. We'll have more on that in just a bit. But right now here in State College, temperatures only at 34 degrees, definitely dropping from earlier this week. Feels like 24 though, with that brisk northwest wind here at 16 miles an hour, visibilities staying at 10 miles. Looking ahead at some of our headlines for the week, really what we'll be seeing tonight is snow and wind. We'll be tapering off tonight. Then sun will return tomorrow, giving us a nice break from the wintry weather we've been dealing with. And then we'll also have an outlook for your spring break and what it'll be for the next several days. So looking at the current conditions across the state, we have our areas east of the state are dealing with the snow still as the storm is situated off the East Coast. Much of those snow bands are wrapping into the eastern part. But otherwise in the central part of the state, remaining mostly cloudy, and even Erie up here, seeing some sun returning. So definitely the weather will be improving as we head into the next day. Looking at some of those wind gusts though, the wind will be kind of sticking around for just a bit. Here in State College, they're only 25 miles an hour, but really the heaviest gusts are staying in the eastern part of the state, Allentown at 46 miles an hour, Philadelphia almost at 50. And then again, looking at some of the snow that the areas are dealing with, Scranton and Allentown seeing mostly snow, but as you head into the southeastern part of the state, maybe a little bit of mix remaining. You can see that where the rain and snow line is actually pushing a bit south, so that cold air is working its way around the storm, but for sure, some of the bigger accumulations will be limited by any kind of mixed precipitation. Much of the heavier precipitation and snowfall is going to be up here in central New York State, here in Albany, and up into areas of New Hampshire and Vermont. That's going to be where some of those heavier snow bands will be able to situate themselves, and areas could see locally up to a foot, and even areas close to 18 inches. So looking at some of our advisories right now, most of those winter storm warnings, again, staying up in the northern parts of the state and into northern New England. But really the most widespread issue will be these high wind warnings, areas still dealing with some heavy gusts of wind upwards of 50 miles an hour. Here in State College, on the wind advisory, most of our winds staying around 40 mile an hour gusts, but otherwise conditions will be improving from west to east as we head into tomorrow. So looking at our future radar, we can see much of those snow bands are still going to be hanging around in the eastern parts of the state through this evening, but conditions will be improving as we head into tonight, looking at mostly cloudy skies for most of the state through tonight. But as we continue moving into your Saturday, those skies will break up a bit and allowing for some sun to peek through for much of your day on Saturday. Temperatures will also be able to rebound up into the lower 40s here in the central part of the state and into the mid 40s in the southeast. So looking at your outlook for today, again in State College, expect highs to get into the upper 30s, snow showers and wind tapering off tonight. But for now, still dealing with some of those sustained winds around 20 miles an hour and gusting upwards of 40. For tonight, we're expecting temperatures to fall to about 28 degrees, conditions remaining cloudy, still dealing with some of those winds, but they will be becoming less of an issue as we head into tomorrow. You can see temperatures again around 40 degrees, mix of sun and clouds, but then wind dying off just a bit. So it'll be a bit of a break from this wintry weather. And then looking at your 7-day forecast, again, temperatures remaining for the most part near 40 degrees to start off the weekend, seeing some of that sun peek through. So definitely a bit drier. Lows still remaining around the mid to upper 20s. Monday could be the warm day, highs up in the upper 40s before our next storm system arrives for Tuesday, but bringing a mix of rain and snow showers into Wednesday, and then finally drying out a bit again on Thursday before everyone returns again for after spring break. For the Penn State Campus Weather Service, I'm Alex Tomoff. Have a nice weekend.